quite as decisive or meaningful as I think Honor would have liked. But they seem comfortable enough to go to this map. Maybe they've got the remedy for a couple of those problems that Connor brought up in his critical points segment. I mean, he talked about the lack of a roam presence, the lack of Honor's ability to extend on the map and hold it cohesively. If you struggle with that on a map like Chalet, you are going to be broken apart very quickly. This is a map that depends heavily on those holds. Holding the entire map, holding vertical, holding below, pretty much everywhere needs to be held on defense. So that's going to be definitely tested here from Honor, and we'll see how this one shakes up. The operator ban's now coming through. A Flores ban to kick things off, which is a super fun ban to see. I mean, I guess it doesn't mean we're going to see Flores in play, which does suck, but taking those Rotero drones off the table means that to clear out this utility, you're going to have to do it a lot more default way.
And a lot of times, I discussed this with Cookies on my cast yesterday. When you take a Flores off the board, it makes the shields a little bit harder to clear. It makes those projectiles that much more important again. So normally, when we see a Flores ban, we see something like maybe a Wamai taken off the board, you know, making those projectiles a little bit more, a little easier to get through. But we won't see that. It'll be Echo and Valkyrie, and we haven't really seen an Echo ban in a long time, I feel like, right? Because after his drones got uncloaked, it was almost too easy to counter him. But now that he's got a shield, he's kind of forced himself back in the meta. So I guess not only, you know, if you know the other team is proficient with the Echo, not only do you take that away from them, but you take off a shield, which, you know, the Flores ban is going to, you know, empower those shields. So I guess you just want to take as many away as possible. But what does that leave up, Jonah? It leaves up Mira, and it leaves up Thatcher, but Thatcher will not be brought by SH, at least not yet.
Yeah, the Thatcher play, when he's left up, is always something to pay attention to, because it's so often that these teams actually don't run Thatcher at all, because, well, 95% of the time, he is banned off the table, and teams aren't scrimming with him very often, so you're not used to using that utility. And who do you switch out to bring the Thatcher in play? A lot of different components to worry about, but if you have the Maverick, then it becomes a little bit less stressful. Kilo will, of course, be taking up that role and bringing out that breaching torch, which, regardless of mute jammers or electricity or whatever the defenders want to throw on the opposite side of those walls, he will be able to cut through it just fine. It'll take a while, though, and that's why you're going to bring out the Habana as well. Afer bringing those X-Kairos pellets to assist in any sort of hard destruction you are going to need. For now, Honor, they're going to hold this master bedroom side, and they're going to just lock it down pretty close to the chest, you could say. They're not extending over to library. They don't have a player over in blacktop, you could call it, the top by that chimney. Instead, all these mirror windows and all this utility is focused on the site itself. That means that SH has been allowed to already clear their way up all the way through this south side and could be bearing down on the site a lot quicker than Honor would like.
Not only are they coming from upstairs, but you saw there was presence in bar as well, establishing some sort of horizontal presence. I want to see, where did I didn't see, where did that mirror window go, by the way? The one that we saw, oh, okay, it's West Main, all right. I couldn't see because there were like 3 people caught in the same rotate, and I didn't see where the mirror window went. Okay, so he's got a West Main mirror window. And I mean, you know, that could prove powerful because SH aren't clearing solar side, and they don't seem too occupied with trophy. Surf has pushed up all the way into the corner, but he will get spotted by the drone, able to successfully fall back despite the pre-fire from Psycho. So it's still an even 5v5. Really no engagements at all yet, and we're halfway through the round, and as the bunker wall gets opened, the top floor clear can start to progress further. We'll continue to open bunker. Unfortunately for Psycho, that BP has something protecting. In fact, all 3 ADSs are dedicated to protecting this position. So it's not going to be easy to take that camera out, and there is even a mirror window on the closet wall facing into Piano. Another Lion Charge will go out. Marmalade now only has one left, but SH haven't really been pushing off of them. Aver has made his way into bunker, tucked behind the half wall. There's no one for him to find yet, as the defenders have fallen back pretty far. The Aruni all the way towards the solar wall, watching this mirror window through the closet. There is an opening in the hole that he's going to have to worry about as Kilo establishes the rappel, and he's also got a friend in bathroom. The Jaeger of Surf still sticking up here. This Honor Roam has now wasted 2.5 minutes, and SH aren't any closer to trying to push the site, and they've got no info. It's a single kill for the Jaeger before he's flushed out, but Axe and Ferda tag on for 3 picks. It's just Kilo, the lone man on the solar rappel, left to clutch up the round, but he can't even get past the Vector. Honor take round number 1 as SH just take too damn long.
I mean, that was a stellar hold from Honor, and that is a very quick answer to a question we were asking going into this map. Can Honor work those extensions well? That one was beautiful. I mean, we never really saw the site actually come into play. The site, of course, being that downstairs kitchen and dining, the site that SH never even got a look at. The entire time they were focused on clearing that top floor presence. I'm not entirely sure if maybe they didn't know the site was downstairs for sure, but I think they did, and I think they just wasted way too much time going top down. I mean, 2.5 minutes is unacceptable in terms of a top-down clear, and it is exactly what you're looking for, even more than you're looking for if you're Honor. I was surprised they held it for so long, but they must have thought, you know what, SH is not pushing this at all. They haven't even droned out this top floor. They don't know what extension we're bringing to the table. We can hold this position for as long as we please. They did that, and it worked beautifully. SH really getting hung up on that clear, and that cost them the round for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. And hopefully for SH's sake, it doesn't happen again, as it is once again a middle floor bomb site. It's bar, which hinges just as heavily on how long you can hold this top floor. Except instead of over by the master side of things, it's more towards Ivy, top blue, maybe even library. Of course, that black top position as well. And SH will start their clear from the solar side. There is no one here to contest. Actually, I lied, with the exception of Surf, who is playing FMG9 Roaming Smoke, taking a page out of Poison's book, if you know who that is and what he's famous for. Surf will expend a drone. They know where he is. Pox is helping him retreat, and Surf will not actually be able to get away. Just as I thought he was going to make the great escape, Wings will cut him down with the LMG, and you've just lost your smoke within a minute.
That is exactly the player you want to take out if you're SH, because the problems you had in the previous round, all that time waste, at least if you can get to the site, you're not going to have as many problems when you get there. But still a lot of work to do before you get downstairs. Still an entire top floor to clear, and several defenders very comfortable to hold this position for a good bit longer. Library finally being droned out and clear, but this top blue position is going to be very challenging for SH to get to. This nade from Kilo is going to have to make a move, and it is perfect right off the hanging planter in library and right onto Ferda, sitting close in the corner. Second nade now cooking up, toss towards the other side of library. Not quite yet. It's droning it out to try to figure out exactly what they're dealing with, but still minute 15 to work with. They've made good progress, but they still need to worry about this top of blue stairs position. Kilo using that nade to then roll on into library itself, now joined by the rest of the players pushing blue stairs from the top floor, and Marmalade will actually get a kill while doing so. Onto Pox. That now removes the mute from play, takes out a Nitro Cell. Axe and Oreo now left alone against 5.
Axe has the mirror window inside of bar stock, but as Oreo goes down, this is all going to be left up to the Jaeger, and he is in a pretty slim position. He'll get one onto Wing. Can he tag the second? He'll get tagged up himself, down to about 1 HP. He's worried about presence on the hatch. The plant is going down by the bunker, or by the half wall, and it's just Marmalade pre-firing with the 417 to do him in. SH with a... they went from an incredible top floor hold to maybe one of the weakest I've seen on this site. From Surf getting taken out early as smoke to no kind of anti-projectile dedicated to Furta's position. I get that you only have the Jaeger and you want to cover the blacktop shield or slash the top blue shield, but if you're going to play someone there, you need to double up on that Wamai. Like, Wamai is available. How many times do we see a Wamai not holding top blue? Not very often, and there's a reason for that. And that means there's no ADSs covering Furta, and there's just easiest top floor clear ever.
You know who we saw in place of that Wamai?
Who?
An alibi.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You got the 1.5 time scope, right, on the MX4 Storm. Great gun. Really, really good stuff. But, yeah, I mean, if you look at the way that round played out, you could have done wonders had you had the Wamai discs as well as the ADSs. I think that really would have gone a lot better for Honor, considering that we saw how strong their top floor hold was in round number 1. It gave them the round. I would expect them to put that same focus into that hold in round 2, but unfortunately that not being the case. And SH doing a really good job to adjust. They realized that there was a little bit of a weakness on that top floor, and they capitalized beautifully. This time we're going to see a little bit of a change, actually a substantial defensive change in terms of the overall lineup, bringing out the Vigil and the Frost, two operators who we're seeing for the first time today. Furta bringing out the Vigil, hoping to be that critical roam element that worked so well for Honor in round number 1. But as you can tell here, SH, by seeing those white lines on the screen of the drone, they know there is a Furta lurking somewhere, and they just have to figure out a way to deal with that. Wings, the first player to actually make that entry, joined by Psycho and Kilo, as they begin clearing out from Mudroom and from this southwest side of the building.
Now that you mention it, it is pretty weird that we didn't see Vigil at all on Cafe, considering that's like one of Vigil's best maps because of that 3-tiered roam. But we're seeing him now. Furta shooting the drone top main, looking to maybe get a flank up. He hears people above him, as well as laterally in bar. So we'll have to keep a tentative eye on Furta and see what he does later in the round, as he is still just going to roam across the bottom floor. There's a shield here for Surf that can cover over towards Piano. He'll see the Iana clone come in. Interesting that they don't have a Piano shield, and as Surf pushes up, he nearly gets cooked by that nade. If that nade was just held on to a little bit longer for Psycho, he could have actually gotten a freebie, but hey, he couldn't have known that. They are not omniscient like we are. So, breach going down on the bunker wall. That'll allow the avenue into the site for the attack. I'm sure Kilo is probably going to establish the master window crossfire, and Wings is just shooting all his bullets above Surf's head. The Jaeger will now chill here, knowing that he is exposed, in fact, exposing himself with the Lion scan, and Wings is still unable to get the frags. That'll allow the Jaeger to push back. Never mind, it'll allow him to re-aggress into bathroom. He doesn't actually know which side of the window the Zofia is on. Now he'll be tipped off. But again, SH are just kind of wasting away the time. As I say that, though, Psycho is pushed all the way up into Piano, but as the Jaeger jumps out and gets one kill, Furta on the flank got another. Wings has been downed, and Psycho, I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to pick him up. A C4 from below will miss, but 50 seconds left, and now it's a 4v4. Make it a 4v3 as Psycho does go for the res and the kill onto Furta, but here's Oreo. A suppressed 9mm will grab 2. A triple kill from Psycho. Make it a quad. He is unstoppable, and Pox with no C4 is stuck downstairs in a 1v2 with the plant going down.
Marmalade now getting this bomb down. Psycho on the coverage. They suspect that Pox is far away from the site, and that would be correct. He's going to actually have to rotate all the way around towards the main stairs, considering that the Solarium stairs are under the watchful eye of the Yana. So now Pox has to make a move. Psycho seems that there was a call alerting them to that position. Not sure if Marmalade knows, however, but no, Psycho will get the ace as Pox walks right on into the crosshair. A stellar round from Psycho, finishing it off with a clinical headshot. Beautifully done by SH. That's how you take control, and that is how you get the bomb down and win a round.
Yeah, well played by Psycho, and I really gotta say, how did he get there?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
How did Psycho just walk all the way through Piano and nobody knew?
I think Axe wasn't holding it actively. Like, we saw Axe rotate back over into Piano when Psycho was already in through bathroom, pushed up. I think that it happened, like, I think it was a little ring around the rosy situation.
I mean, that could be very possible, but the fact that, I mean, not only was Psycho able to make his way into bathroom, jump out the window, pick up wings, get back in, get whatever, and get 3 more kills or something, the fact that he was able to push up to the piano half wall that early for free, you cannot be letting that happen if you're Honor, and that's another victim of the fact that you're not bringing Wamai, your shield is not forward enough, the shield is going down very easily because of the plethora of utility SH are bringing, and that means you can't see where the attack is going to be pushing it from. You cannot directly contest it as if there were a shield. And so while SH, once again, sure, they were taking their sweet time with that clear, Psycho had just opened it right up.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Well, Honor will take their tactical timeout, of course, and good time to regroup and figure out what went wrong. Interesting that they're using it so early, considering this is generally a pretty aggressive attacker-sided map, and Honor actually won the first round quite handily. Maybe I would have saved that timeout for a little bit later if things start to derail even further, but Honor seems to be in that mentality where they just want to fix these issues and not let it get out of control, and that is definitely something you can agree with here. They'll head back to Kitchen and Dining, the site that worked quite well for them the last time they were here, of course. This top floor hold was insurmountable for SH, and that's why we're going to see a pretty identical lineup here from Honor. The Mira proved so critical last time. The one down in West Main really never got used because SH really never got that far, but the one on the top floor holding down this entire southwest push on that side of the map was vital to Honor's success. Really, it's going to be on SH here to figure out what they can change up, considering how lackluster their clear was in the previous attempt. I would expect them to just get a little bit more expeditious here, try to clear through library a lot faster, and considering we can see Psycho already up here and pressuring on to office with only 45 seconds burned in this round, I think a pretty good sign of SH's plan.
And now that they know what they're dealing with, I expect the clear to be faster. Now that they know that BP is going to be there, now they know that there's plenty of ADSs covering, they shouldn't be caught off guard again. Afer on the master bedroom cutoff, he will get tagged up quite early. The Aruni gate on Piano Double is also burned by the window, and there's pings. There is more info here for SH now on their clear, and Surf, once again, gets caught out of position in bathroom prone under the window. All Wings has to do is look down, and that's one of those crucial top floor players, the guy who was hugging the piano while that got the opening pick, now dead.
Ferda trying to hold down Piano from the rest of this onslaught. Axe actually coming back up the solarium stairs to support this. And Wings is sitting in wait. Will now turn his attention towards the Aruni, who they also know is sitting close by. But SH aren't quite making the move just yet. They're suspicious of this top floor presence, and now they actually have some pings onto their exact positions, but they haven't quite made the move. In fact, that very dilly-dallying is going to allow Pox to get a kill onto Afer. Psycho thankfully gets that trade, and Ferda and Kilo will go 1 for 1. Wings is going to fall as a result, and that's going to leave Ferda and Oreo alone against 3. Now, Ferda still on this top floor, desperate to hold this down for longer. I'm not sure if that's the best decision, because that element of surprise, now wasted, means that Oreo has to fend for themselves against 3. Marmalade getting that kill and really changing the course of that round here. Still 30 seconds left, so Oreo could play with a bit of time and try to stall out these last few seconds, but as long as SH play together and try to jump on in and push down to this site, not much that this Vector can do against all of them. But 15 seconds and SH still taking their time. A flashbang's going to go too far. Oreo gets one. That's 2 and Diffuser. And now it's up to Kilo to retake this site. They've got the comms, they've got the pings, and Kilo gets the kill. SH, a near disaster, strikes as they clumsily walk into Oreo's waiting arms. But thankfully, you've got someone to clean up your mess.
That's why you gotta finish your kills. Now, it's very understandable that he didn't. He has the Vector. It's low on ammo count. He figures that someone's going to be pushing from the back, or he got a call from his team. But the fact that those two were left up, and you could see him. We could see him on Kilo's screen as he walked towards the mirror window. The two players were just repeatedly pinging him over and over and over again. There was really no way Kilo was going to lose that. Really good top floor clear from SH. It started with the kill onto Surf, caught out of position. SH were able to just barrel in. Kilo on Solar Stairs came through just in time to get Axe as well. And Ferda, I do get why Ferda stayed upstairs, figuring he was caught between a rock and a hard place. You know, there was a guy on Solar Window. They were pushing in from Master side. Maybe he was even worried that there was someone watching from Trophy Window, which is why he didn't vault down the Owl Steps. Or hey, maybe he just wanted to go for a play. He had Marmalade in his full view. He could have tied it up. In fact, we'd probably be praising him if he won the round with that kill, but he missed. And it was not to be. Luckily, though, Honor seemed to have learned from their past mistakes. Jonah, we finally have Wamai, so their shields upstairs will likely have a little bit more longevity, and the top floor clear probably won't be the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, that is a sight for sore eyes. I will tell you that. It is good to see Honor fully committing to this position, and I do wonder what SH are going to change up here. They will be approaching from the other side here. Solarium is going to be their initial entry point, but this is pretty similar to what they did last time. We'll see how this Wamai can really fit into the equation, considering that Honor still wanted to bring the alibi anyway. So you're losing out on potentially additional projectile denial in the Aruni like we saw last time, and, well, potentially a couple other C4s if you want to bring that instead. Always got to wonder when you see a pick like that, but a deployable shield is vital when it comes to this top floor hold, and Alibi does bring that to the table. You combine that with Oreo's utility, you've got those Maestro Evil Eyes to either, choose to deny that plant for later or even prove to be a good source of intel on this top floor. And you've got still a good amount to work with, and you've done a good job so far of wasting some time off the clock. A minute now has come and gone, and SH are still working their way into the building here. Axe still very comfortable holding in library. Same for Surf, although his comfort is going to be a little bit less, indicated by the use of a couple of these, toxic canisters a bit earlier in the round than we should expect. Psycho, again, going massive for his team. A nice headshot there onto Axe to open things up. Just walking into library and doing it, well, the old-fashioned way. Don't need to clear out utility if you clear out the defenders first.
And killing Axe is going to prompt the complete default back to site for Honor. Oreo and Ferda, well, now just Ferda going back down to the basement as Oreo gets taken out at the top of those basement stairs. It's a 3v5, a two-man advantage for SH leading into the last minute. Nades coming out, coat check presence even from the attack, at least at the window momentarily. Surf is completely out of gas canisters as well, and there's no C4. So if anything, this plant is going to have to be denied by swings. And Kilo on the flank watch just peeks right around and kills Surf. And now it's just Pox and Ferda. Pox will alleviate some of the pressure. Ferda coming from the basement gets another. 2 versus 3 is a little bit more doable. And wow, Ferda, a triple kill as he just flanks 2 of the people pushing bar. They had absolutely no idea he was there despite just getting a kill coming up blue. And that leaves Wings. A 1 versus 2, 25 seconds, the LMG in hand. He's got more than enough ammo to play with, but is he going to be able to find these players? Pox looking for a tighter quarter to play by, but it doesn't matter. Ferda shuts down the last attacker from coat check. A quad kill, flanking up blue stairs, will save the round for Honor.
That was a 5v2, was it not?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Yeah, so, got to give props to Ferda for making that one happen. I mean, that is not a play that you can pull off without tremendous game sense and gun skill. But a 5v2 situation, a loss like that, generally comes down to some attacking blunders. SH, they got a little bit complacent with the site control they thought they had secured. Little did they know, there was somebody eager to shoot them through those rotation holes and very eager to pull off a flank. That was masterfully done by Ferda, but Honor really relying on that play to save them the round. I mean, that was probably the worst hold we've seen from Honor so far. Even though they brought the Wamai, they just relinquished control of top floor instantaneously. I think they just weren't prepared for SH enveloping that top floor library room and the blue stairs all at once. They were able to get that kill, and because of that, the utility that Honor had committed to that position all the time, they had assumed was going to be wasted on that clear, just never really got wasted at all. I mean, I'm saying all this about Honor's defense that really was lackluster, but at the end of the day, they pulled out the round. Ferda went massive. You still had Pox lurking around as that alibi, providing intel and supporting that Ferda, that incredible Ferda clutch that we saw. So overall, yes, they got the round, but SH really just gifted that one to them on a silver platter. And now it's SH who actually have to clean things up, because it was looking pretty good. It was looking like they were on track for a 4-2, 5-1 split, but now they've got to work to get this 4-2 successful attacking half.
Yeah, and Honor still have a chance to tie it up. And I mean, tying up your attacking half on Chalet, that's pretty good. Of course, they will have to attack onto Master, but the one thing about the last time they won Master, sure, it was dominant, but it was dominant because Psycho aced. An ace is one of the rarest occurrences that we have in this game, so it is definitely, assuredly, not something that you can reasonably rely upon to consistently win you rounds. So, SH, you're going to have to switch something up. I doubt Psycho is going to be allowed to just waltz into the into piano again. I mean, who knows? Maybe he will be. I don't know, but I'm going to assume not. Kilo will go to head on the bunker wall. This will be Mav tricked, so pretty soon the attackers are going to have that avenue. They're just forcing out the Maverick to do it rather than the Hibana because of the Cade pick, which I'm sure is really not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. But I mean, Honor haven't given up an opening pick just yet, so they're still looking better than they did on their previous attempt.
Great work here by the Maverick. That is a really good Maverick hole, fully basically like an exothermic charge detonated on that wall, so they shouldn't have any problem just walking on in when they deem it appropriate. But here comes Surf again. This is a play we've seen from him before, and despite an absolute potato fest from both him and Wings, it will be Surf who pulls out the gunfight and the first kill despite having 1 HP remaining. A nade from Surf, that's going to deal the last little bit of damage that Surf needed to be finished off, and that's going to turn us back into this 4v4. But SH have not secured control of Piano, a vital position to at least have eyes on, to not allow a player like Ferda to get another brutal flank when you try to get this plant down.
SH have not taken control of Piano, yes, but they could. There's really not a lot stopping them from doing so, and as I say that, Izif right on cue. Here comes the Iana. He'll win his initial fight against Surf. Here's the refrag attempt, though, and it will be successful from Act. He can see Bunker as well. Down goes the player behind half wall. The initial planter, Afer, is now dead, but the flank from Kilo will net 1 kill before he's shut down. It's Marmalade in a 1 versus 2. Only 12 seconds left, DMR in hand, but you cannot see Pox. And Honor hold on to round number 6, not allowing Psycho to make the same play and shutting down the attacking flank. It is an even 3-3 split.
What a tremendous recovery from Honor. I mean, coming from round number 5, looking like it was just absolutely abysmal. They get a clutch play, and they use that energy and they use that momentum to just come out really strong again. SH, an over-reliance on a couple of individual plays in that last round, and Psycho, while getting one down, couldn't finish off the kill or prevent the refrag. Kilo as well went for an individual play, a flank, very isolated, but because that initial push from Psycho didn't go well, Kilo's play was hardly a surprise. He got some damage off, got a kill in fact, but someone was quickly there on the refrag. Honor massively cleaning it up and recovering a half, 3-1 to 3-3. It really is looking a lot better from them, a map that generally goes attacker-sided and generally looked tonight attacker-sided from SH. They really looked like they had all the advantage, all the momentum in the world, but now it's up to their defense to continue that pressure and actually, I guess, do their own way of stopping the bleeding that now Honor have inflicted upon this SH team. And now Honor, they just need to continue that aggression and see how that can translate over to their attacking half. And interestingly enough, some consistencies on the defensive side, the alibi coming out from Wings, but we're seeing a twitch play from Oreo.
I'm wondering what his plan is. Well, we're not going to be able to get to see with that drone as it gets quickly taken out. Interesting shield placement. Not going to be in Blacktop facing the hallway, facing Ivy. That's usually what we see. Rather, it's meant to delay the library push. The Twitch play could also potentially be used to take out ADSs, maybe even Womidis that are covering these shields. That's sometimes what we see the Twitch used for as well, because not only does she have that, but she has burn. Oreo actually not taking the smokes, actually with a Claymore. As Honor seem like they really want to clear library. They have at least 2 people on the Balk. I know I saw Pox is there. I thought I saw Axe there as well. Axe is there. So there's no one in there for them to find. But I'm really curious to see how this shield works out for SH, because this is exactly what it's positioned to counter.
Well, you've got the ADSs,
well, right,
but only 2 will burn. And, of course, you don't have enough utility to stop a nade from rolling right at your feet. And there goes Psycho. That is a great job from him. Now, a nice Nitro Cell is going to come out towards the library window here, but it's not going to come up with much of anything. That's going to have come from the pocket of Kilo, who now, without that utility, is going to rely solely on the smoke canisters from Afer to do any sort of plant denial later on. Actually, Afer, who is in fact, I think, prone in the middle of games right now. He'll pop right up and take care of that Yana clone, but now, exposing that position, we forced to fall back to stock.
Act still, I believe, challenging the window, takes a beating, courtesy of the Malusi. Kilo right now, stopping the jump-in along with Afer, as Honor aren't just relatively sitting still. There's a couple players still above, a couple just hanging outside the window. There's gonna have to be some progress soon, and as I say that, Axe will get his revenge on Kilo for the damage he took earlier, but Marmalade will find a trade. Still only a one-man advantage here for Honor, as they cannot jump in this window. Afer is just sitting behind the bomb chassis. Finally, the vert play will come, but he's contesting it, and Axe is looking the wrong way. Afer gets a free pick. He backs off as well. He can play for the gas canisters, but the man count is starting to swing the favor of Honor once again as Oreo gets a kill on Wings. Afer looking towards the hatch. He's worried about these players as Marmalade is still preoccupied covering the back. She gets one onto Oreo. Where's the cover from above? There it is from Pox. He lands the trade. It's all Afer in a 1v2, but in from Bar is Ferda, too preoccupied with the window, not aware of the rotate from the attack, and Honor will take their first round in the new half.
Again, well done from Honor. That one back and forth the entire time. SH with a pretty strong top floor hold, and Honor a bit more resistant to clearing it out like we saw from SH, but they got the job done. And they had a couple of problems forcing out Afer, who was sitting down below and actually playing quite aggressively on the vertical play as a smoke, but at that point it was desperate times, and SH, while Afer was nearly able to make it happen, found a kill onto Axe, was not able to use those toxic smokes to waste time, both on the game side of things and the bar side of things, because that is eventually where that push came through. We saw Pox up above taking good care of Marmalade, and from there, it was just Honor securing control of the site, and those last 2 players on SH got isolated and swiftly removed from play. So really good job from Honor taking that first one. And now it is up to SH to try to recover this. It's been a while since they've won a round. 3 rounds, in fact, in a row have now gone Honor's way. And SH are hoping that Master Bedroom and Office, a site that we actually don't see too often, but is generally more of a tertiary objective, now coming out. And we'll see how they can make work of this. Right now, they're going to be avoiding that kitchen and dining site that Honor loves so much.
5 seconds to insertion.
SH are bringing more shields on this site than I believe Honor were taking. But the shields aren't going to be dedicated to the site, at least not both of them. Wings will yet again set up the library one. And I gotta say, it didn't really work last time. Honor had info. All they had to do was burn the ADSs and nade, and that player went down extremely efficiently. So I imagine if Honor push from that side of the objective, they'll be aware of it. But it doesn't look like they're too keen on doing so anyway. It's largely a solar take, so that shield is going to prove rather ineffectual. I'm sure SH are going to call out the take soon enough, and we may even see a rotation of the shield, which I hope comes because you can use all the help you can get on site.
Yeah, they'll be forced to scramble around up here while Honor begin to pressure from that Solarium side. Oreo again on the Twitch, just running through with the Twitch drone and, well, wreaking havoc on some of this utility here. Also realizing that there's a little bit of an opening on this side of the site. SH have not left open a huge gap, but with all of this utility devoted to the library side and worrying about a push from, well, the south, they haven't quite put enough towards the north. Pox sitting at the door, ready to push on in. Ferda having the coverage here all the way through to offices because of some pre-placed soft destruction. And now all you need is some pressure from the other side, and this could be a very effective execute. For the first player to be dropped, that's your smoke. That is not the player you want to use, especially now because Pox is getting the bomb down. I'm looking around for some C4s from Marmalade, but nothing is to be found. Surf gets 2, both onto Wings and Marmalade, and now it's a 2v5. Kilo and Psycho have to make something happen, but Psycho upstairs alone. Kilo trying to retake up the Solarium stairs. Finally able to do one, but can't quite get the second. Good heads-up play, drops down Kilo. Afer actually able to get back in this fight. Good heads-up play from Psycho there, but still 4 players to find, not a lot of time to do it. Surf takes care of 3, a triple kill for him, and Oreo will round it out with a final kill, and that is going to be a beautiful attack from Honor to give them round number 8.
Okay. Honor with a solar take. So a lot of teams have been liking the solar take, mainly due to what you had said earlier in the round, and that's you have a lot of utility dedicated to piano and towards the library side, but not a lot towards the other. So solar tends to be a pretty minimalist take, and it's not a bad one. As we saw from Honor, Pox was able to sneak in and get that plant down as Afer had been DBNO'd, as they say, and SH had nothing to answer. I mean, you had Kilo below, who I think was trying to shoot the planter through the floor, but he missed. And Surf, on a late position on the balcony, was able to find 2 of those players trying to affect the planter from office. So Honor, through that solar take, not only do you really not need everyone from the attack there, but that allows those other positions to be taken to provide even more coverage. Surf playing that extremely well. Pox sticking the bomb down. There were still people on the solar rappel, still people in sight for the attackers. All around really well played by Honor. I mean, they're up 5-3 now. It's looking like their attacking half is solid. They have won the last 4 rounds in a row. I would like to remind everyone that at one point in this game, it was a 3-1 lead for SH. I don't know what just happened, but Honor have turned on the burners.
And we talked about the timing of the Honor timeout earlier. That seems to have paid off, and I'm just waiting for SH to make the same decision here. I mean, you got to figure out a way to stop the bleeding, and I don't know if you want to wait till match point to really make something happen, because at that point, you've already, given up at least 1 point, and I know they'd like the full 3 to get out of this one here. Wings is already going to be pressured here substantially as he tries to get another reinforcement up, but that is simply not going to be allowed from Honor as the trophy side pressure proved too substantial for the Maestro to handle. And smartly, Wings is going to rotate around, playing his life for later, because that is one of the players you really want in that clutch situation, not to mention all the plant denial and the intel that those Maestro cams give you. Marmalade, the next player to take a good bit of damage now. All of this pressure from the Solarium side, once again, substantial. And SH did not quite have enough ready to deal with that. This is downstairs, after all, kitchen and dining, the site that we are seeing here, but Honor are taking it a very similar fashion. A lot of pressure from above, a lot of focus on this north side, and a lot of utility devoted to taking control and taking control quickly.
Unfortunately for Axe, he cannot jump in. There is a 90-degree angle watching the window. And while Axe distracts some of those site players, the top floor clear is still commencing. The castle peeks his head out for just a second, and Oreo misses the shot, so Kilo will persist. Honor, they've taken the first bit of control rather quickly, but the follow-up has been rather lacking, especially as Pox hits the floor thanks to the UMP, and Oreo is being pressured on his rappel. Ferda trying to make his way in will get tagged up as Surf will get one onto Marmalade. Kilo now being significantly lit, his position inside of Piano known. They have to worry about this back pressure that Surf is currently putting on, and as Ferda pushes in, he finishes off Kilo. There's about 3 different people pushing the last player in office, and Psycho has no idea what just hit him. As I said, just as I talk about the top clear slowing down, Honor immediately just speed it right up, almost as if they just want to prove me wrong. And now it's a 4v2. Honor are fully in the driver's seat, and Axe not being taken out means he can continue to do work with the vert play, even a nade coming out as well. Surf gets his second kill. Axe, sure, he's downed, but how much is that going to matter when Ferda and Oreo are duo pushing into Trophy, catching this last defender in their clutches? And ladies and gentlemen, Honor put themselves on map and match point.
Man, what an incredible turn of events. I mean, we've already said this a couple of times. I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but I mean, it just seemed like Honor just flicked a switch, and here they are. They have won 5 rounds unanswered by SH. We're not going to see a timeout, it seems. SH just want to get this over with, but what they're getting themselves into here could very well be a brutal regulation loss if they cannot figure out a way to shut down Honor. They couldn't recover on the defensive side, and now that they're on the attacking side, rather, and now that they're on the defensive side,
Attackers need to locate
things are spiraling out of control very quickly. That is 3 attacking rounds in a row for Honor. No sight has worked for SH. And now they're going to just hope that Baron Gaming can bring it back for them. This is where they started, and this is where Honor were happy to take an opening round win. I'm just trying to figure out what it is SH have just started to lose about this cohesion. I mean, they looked really good in these opening rounds. It looked like it would be the open and shut game that we expected. And, well, I suppose you could say it has been, but just the other way. Honor looking really clean right now. They've already secured 1 point, already guaranteed overtime, but more than that, they are sitting on the precipice of victory here and propelling themselves up the Group A standings.
The other thing about this game, too, is if Honor wins in regulation, they will be tied for points with none other than Okami. And guess who plays against each other next week?
Oh, man.
Honor versus Okami. If Honor win this game in regulation, that could very well decide our 3rd place spot. Of course, though, Lenny are still in contention as well. I believe they play OCG today. And if they win, they will be 1 point above both Honor and Okami. So it's not, it's not as cut and dry as that, but it does make the playoffs race a bit spicier than we would have previously thought. So SH on the back foot. Not taking their timeout is definitely, I gotta say, a questionable decision. I mean, you haven't used it yet, and you have to now take a perfect site rotation. On any other map, like let's say it was on Oregon or Clubhouse, I'd be like, okay, a perfect site rotation, it's really hard, but it's not undoable. But you got to do that on Chalet against an Honor team who's won 3 attacks in a row? This isn't looking good for SH. Uh-oh.
This round, not looking too hot for either team right now. Still a very slow start, but Honor have, done a solid job of starting to at least figure out what they're dealing with on this top floor, right? I mean, they've got the drones in play. You've got Axe now pressuring onto Library, but the focus will be on clearing out the top blue player. That's something that's going to take quite a bit of time, considering all the utility in that position. But wait a minute. Ferda has shortcut the entire process by swinging on the mudroom door, dealing with Kilo very easily. And now that blue stairs player is in a bit of a pickle. You've got players approaching you from just about everywhere, one from below and one from above. And you can't deal with both at the same time. Ferda reluctant to push on out, understandable, considering there is about 100 different places to look, but it doesn't seem to matter. The teammates upstairs will do the job perfectly. Ferda gets one onto wings.
Wow.
Psycho trades it back, but it doesn't matter. Axe and Pox will sweep it up, and Honor, 6 rounds in a row, will give them the 7-3 victory. that they were looking for, but that none of us expected.